the next thing that we're going to do is to start building the magazine. So if we start to zoom in here a little bit, we can start to see the shape that that takes. And what I'm going to do is I'll start again with a very simple line shape, and I'll just fill in here where we think it's going to go, and we'll close the spline. Now I would imagine this would go slightly further up, so in actual fact what I'll do is I'll take both of these vertices and I'll just pull them up slightly, and we can see in our perspective view that we now have an outline, which is good. I'll move that outline so that it starts to sort of match up here, and I don't want it to be outside this section. I want it to be close to but not completely level with it. So I'll then use my extrude, and I'll extrude all the way across, and again I'll make that extrusion close to but not exactly on. Let's use my hidden line here. That's not much good either, is it? Oh, there we go. Okay. So that's given us a basic shape, and I'll very quickly add a material onto that so I can see what I'm doing with it. And then the next thing I'm going to do is to turn that into an editable polygon. I'll take the two edges here and here, and actually I think I'm going to take all of these and we'll add one chamfer onto that and apply another smaller one. And that's just given us a more rounded edge there. That's good, that's working. And we'll select both polygons on either side here. And do we want to select the polygons? We want to select the edges. Actually, let's try the edges. Let's see what happens when we select edges. And if I connect those, what's going to happen? Nothing apparently. Select that edge and connect them both. Okay, well, not entirely unsuccessful. I think I'm going to cancel that, and I'll go back to my polygons, and I'll take a slice plane. This obviously needs to be rotated by 90 degrees. There we go. It's going to be much easier for me just to slice through there, and slice through here. I'll also turn this 90 degrees around this way, drag it so that it matches this, and slice there as well. So if we now go to edges, we can start to open these up a little bit more. Select all of those edges that we're concerned with, and we'll just chamfer those. And we'll chamfer them a little bit more. That's good. It's kind of quite quick and dirty what I'm doing here because we're not massively concerned with the damage that we're going to cause. There we go. And I'm now going to select all of the polygons in this section at the bottom, and that includes these little triangles here as well, because I'm going to inset them. And it would help if I selected all of them. That's interesting. Okay, we'll cancel that. I think possibly because of the mess that's made, what we'll try doing is we will try removing these edges. You see them here. Where are the vertices? Let's see if we can get away with removing these as well, shall we? Yes, we can. Okay, that makes things more interesting. Now let's see what happens when I outline that. There we go. That's exactly what I was looking for. Okay, that will extrude in a negative way using local normal. Now, it may be that you want to do this all the way around. Personally, that's the look I'm going for. So let's come back in and let's remove these edges. Let's take these vertices out as well, which is what we did before on the other side. Select the polygon, inset it. There we go. We're still keeping the same settings as we have on the other side. Good. So that now leaves us with a whole bunch of these to do. I think possibly what I can do is I'll take a quick slice just through the top here. And we cheat a little bit. So there you can see all I've done is I've just created another cut at the top to give myself these areas, which I'm now going to extrude in. It's all nice and simple. And we'll take these edges as well, and we'll just add a small chamfer onto each one. We'll do it kind of as a group chamfer though, so it's all going to be the same, but gosh, that doesn't want to select itself. There we go. Right, so let's put another chamfer on that, and let's reduce its size. There we go. And what that does is it just takes the edge off, so when we come to render it, we won't get such harsh edges around here. Let's take a look at that. And let's auto smooth all the normals. It's looking good. Now, if I wanted to, what I could also do is I could start to come down and start to hollow this out. But that would mean that our rounds would be extraordinarily large. So what I'm going to do is I will inset this again. There's always something, isn't there? Let's make this full screen, and let's put a cut mark in here, because I know full well I'm going to come inside that line anyway. And let's select that polygon again. Let's try and set in this. That's a bit more even, isn't it? I think that'll probably do me. And then each one of these edges here can be moved so that we've got a nice long length for the round to go into. And I'll just extrude down one. Well, I certainly wasn't expecting that to happen. There we go, that's better. Come down once. And then we extrude down a second time. What I can always do with this second one is to either do, actually, I'll tell you what, if we come down all the way, this might work a little bit better. Let's come down all the way there, and let's grab this stray edge and just drag it in. There we go, that works. So, pull that level, we'll take this, make that level as well. So there you go. It's not an entirely accurate chamber, obviously it's just a box with a hole in it. But what this actually represents is somewhere for you to place rounds, which I think at this stage is probably far more important. So that's building the magazine. In the next stage, what we're going to do is we're going to start moving back onto the main part of the rifle and then onto the stock.